Pope Leo XIV's time as Pope has big decisions that show surprising new ways. Two things really stand out: a job choice that's causing a lot of disagreement, and we're talking again about women's jobs in the church. Lots of things make us wonder, where is the Catholic Church really headed? Let's explore this together. In the early months of calm that happen when a new pope starts, big decisions are made that often shape the future. In this uncertain time, Pope Leo XIV began to show his early ideas, and these need a close look. One of the first choices made, one really stood out to people who watched the church closely: picking the new leader for the Pontifical Academy for Life. This is a very important job. Choosing this person is super important for what the academy will do next, all around the world. The new leader will shape its future. This top Vatican group on right and wrong does more than just give ideas. It's where consciences are truly built, mindsets are shaped, and key teachings for the church and world are decided. The academy plays a crucial role in guiding moral and ethical decisions, influencing both religious and secular spheres. Monsignor Renzo Pegoraro, who was a close co-worker of Monsignor Paglia, took his place. Pegoraro brought some fresh ideas and a new perspective to the leadership, aiming to address contemporary challenges. A choice that, on the surface, keeps things going as usual, but really, it brings up big questions. Pegoraro is known for ideas many see as far from the Church's usual teachings on morals and key life issues, being open to birth control in some cases, thoughts on what new life sciences should do, and a worrying stress on global talks about life science issues, which, while not openly against Church rules, often seems to explain them using worldly views, not Church views. This creates a complex and challenging landscape for the Church. These aren't like clear blame or big obvious splits, and that's exactly what makes the situation more tricky. The biggest changes don't happen with loud announcements, but through tiny shifts you almost don't notice, with new words taking the place of old, well-known ideas with small details that over time turn out to be huge changes. It's how words are used smartly, like discernment, real help for people, being there with them. This helps make a new story about faith. So what's rare might become what's normal, and one special case can become a rule for all. Papa Leon XIV masterfully uses language to connect with the faithful, making complex ideas accessible. His words inspire unity and hope, transforming the Church's message for modern times. This event is not an exception. If we look at the past, we find links to what the Church has taught more recently. There, even if the main teachings didn't officially change, they were explained in more and more flexible ways. Papa Leon XIV's approach reflects a deep connection to these historical roots, emphasizing continuity and adaptation. The Pontifical Academy for Life, once a strong defender against changing ideas, now seems to have a problem inside itself. It's caught between old traditions and new ways to help people. These new ways keep the gospel but use it differently in daily life. Papa Leon XIV faces these contradictions daily, balancing the preservation of tradition with the need for modern relevance. So, what's happening is the Church is supposed to protect all life, but it seems like it's starting to talk more like the world outside. The real problem isn't some big, obvious scandal. It's how these changes are slowly becoming the new normal. So, it's not really clear if this is all part of a big plan, a carefully crafted strategy by the Church, or if it's just something happening on its own, an organic evolution that people are still figuring out. But if you know what to look for, you can already see the signs of change. You can really tell the Church is changing not just in its teachings but also in its basic morals. People's own experiences are brought up more and more, as if the truth God revealed could be questioned based on what each believer personally feels. This shift is evident in every aspect of the Church's life. This isn't a minor point, it's the heart of modernism, which St. Pius X criticized. According to it, faith doesn't come from God's revealed truth but from personal religious feelings and how everyone's awareness grows together. This shift challenges traditional beliefs. So, in this picture, choosing Monsignor Pegoraro is a big symbol and a smart move, not so much for what he says out loud but for what he stands for. Meanwhile, in official talk, words like sin, disrespecting holy things, and wrongdoing are going away, replaced by gentle, healing words. It cares for you but doesn't change you. It walks with you but doesn't guide you. It comforts you but doesn't save you. The ethics of compassion replaces moral law with well-being replacing truth. At the same time, just when it seemed the push for women to become priests was blocked after Pope Leo XIV was elected, a new movement began to grow from the grassroots, quiet but firm. This movement, driven by a desire for equality and representation, started gaining momentum. Women from various backgrounds and communities began to voice their support, creating a wave of change that could no longer be ignored. A really good example of this comes from Germany. It's a place that's now known for the church trying new things, pretty much without any limits. There, 9 women who study religion have officially asked to get into the seminary in Freiburg. This move is seen as a significant step towards gender equality within the church. The community has shown overwhelming support, marking a new chapter in the church's history in Germany. Even though the church's laws and its teachings are very clear on this, these women, with an assistant bishop actually speaking up for them, are publicly saying they feel called to be priests. They have submitted a formal request for admission, challenging the traditional norms and seeking a place within the clergy. They use words that sound more like pushing ideas than a true calling. They talk of empowerment and freedom from being powerless, suggesting the church is unfair. This kind of rhetoric resembles social movements more than the gospel. The ideological push challenges traditional values, blending activism with faith. But these requests are finding a welcome, support, and protection inside church groups that are more and more paying attention to worldly trends. A precise strategy is underway. More and more often, some dioceses are letting women attend seminaries so they can follow the same training as those who want to become priests, with the only difference that they stop before the final step, the ordination. But the goal, though never said officially, is clear. They're paving the way for a big change, so when the time is right, whole groups of women deaconesses will already be available, trained, included, and eager, and ready to be recognized by the church itself. People use history as an argument. They say that in the early Christian groups, there were women called deaconesses. This is used to support their point, even though there's no strong proof they were ever officially made church leaders through a special religious ceremony. The debate continues, reflecting the complexities of interpreting historical evidence. Actually, these were practical jobs, kind of like what nuns and priests do today, engaging in community services and daily activities. But this doesn't stop people who want reform from projecting their modern ideas onto those ancient models. All this creates a new situation and a real challenge for Pope Leo. His time as Pope will definitely be tested by these pressures, which are getting more organized and have strong reasons behind them. It might be tempting to open the door for women deacons. Some might call it a way to help pastors, or just a harmless little update, but this could be the first step to really changing the sacrament of holy orders in a big way. A decision that won't be made without consequences. It's not just about letting more people join in, but it's about rewriting what the church has always taught about calling, its nature, and authority. And this is where one of the most important challenges for the next few years gets decided, fighting the lie that unity is made by giving up on truth. For Leo, this won't just be a question of rules, it will be a question of staying true. What do you think? If you liked this breakdown, comment Amen. God bless you.